Today, we will be working on improving the spinal strength and flexibility with you, which means learning to control the large range of motion of the back using your core muscles. For this, we will need a mat and ball. Let's start with a flexibility exercise, the 3D bridge. You can set the ball aside for now. Step aside just like this. Place your hand at the level of your foot and left hand and at the level of the left foot, and extend the right hand forward. Using your hand as support on the floor, reach up with your free hand, stretching your shoulders well, and extend that free hand upwards. Spread your arms at a 180-degree angle. The supporting hand should press slightly more towards the outer edge of the palm. Lower yourself down. Let's do it one more time on the same side, but this time make the stretch as full as possible. Push off with your hand, reach up, and with your gaze following your hand, arch as much as possible you can from the pelvis to the ceiling. Go back down. Repeat one more cycle. We started with a significant range of flexibility, but it's currently more passive for the abdominal muscles and more active for the back muscles. The last variation of a stretch, and lower yourself down. We're done. Now the left hand can rest while the right one gets a chance to work. Place your right hand at the level of your right foot and your left hand in front of your eyes. Push off well with your hand and spread your arms at 180-degree angle. The hand presses down through the outer edge of the palm and extend your hips upwards while gently lowering down. Try to get your buttocks as close to your hand as possible. So up, rise, and gently lower down. Now stay at the top and sway a little on the supporting shoulders like a spring. Your arm is straight and you slightly sink down. Then, using the strength of your arms and back muscles, extend back down. Reach up with your hand as if you want to touch the ceiling. And lower again. Up and gently lower. Prepare for a more extensive stretch with this powerful push with your hand. Push out, lift your pubic bone upwards and guide your hand with your gaze, directing it towards the floor as much as possible and smoothly return, getting your hips closer to your hand. 2 more times. Up, arch, return. Lower yourself and again. Okay. Now take the ball and move on to exercise for back extension on the ball. Lie down. Place the ball under your shoulder blades. Interlock your fingers behind your hand and have your elbows within your field of view. Let's do a few gentle arches. Allow your rib cage to expand. Let yourself relax on the ball. You can gently rock from side to side. Your elbows are out of sight. Inhale, and as you exhale, push the elbows forward. Stretching the area between your shoulders blades, pushing your back into the ball and rise. 2 more times, focusing on relaxation. Open up, rock slightly from side to side. Feel how well your spine is elongating. The ribs are fully engaged. The diaphragm is expanded more at the front. And one more time, we confidentially lean on the ball. Excellent. Now from this position we rise both legs up and imagine that the ball has suddenly become a soap bubble. On the inhale, we gently arch around the soap bubble, and on the exhale, we rise up. What does soap bubble mean? It means we must not burst it, and we need to gently, as if enveloping it with our spine, go around it. Inhale. We move away, exhale, return. If you need to make the exercise easier, you can always place one or both feet on the floor. Exhale. Your gaze traces a quarter cycle from the ceiling to the wall. Make sure to change the local point with your eyes. If you keep looking at your knees or the ceiling all the time, the movement in your neck will change. Inhale, we move away. Exhale, it's as if we gently push the ball backward with our back, and then inhale to go around the ball, arching, extending the torso and returning. Stay elevated with your lower chest raised, and from here I push the floor with my foot as if pushing a wall forward. Exhale, inhale, and return. Push forward with the other leg as if pushing a wall forward forcefully. Inhale and return. If it's challenging, you can place your hands forward, touching your hips under your knees. This will be slightly easy variation. Hands behind your head are more challenging. When doing this, imagine your movement is directed towards the back. Every time your leg moves forward, your shoulder blade gently pushes the ball slightly backward. Return, exhale. That was good. Let's put the ball away again. Now, let's position ourselves on our side. We will do a simple version of the exercise as well. If needed, you can bend the lower leg, keeping it at the knee. Your hand is positioned at the level of hip joint. The lower leg is extended forward. Both legs rest against the ribs on the side of the feet. Legs spread across the width of the mat. Exhale, sink down. Push with your hand on the floor, and from here push forward. I transition in a side plank position, preventing myself from arching, but rather elongating through the side and slightly the back. Smoothly lower from here, but try to stay on your shoulder, not collapsing into it. In other words, rely on your muscle strength. Inhale at the top, and with a slow exhale, it's if you're pulling your pubic bone towards your ribs, returning. Push the mat to the side with your hand, and then come back out, lower down. One more time. Your elbow will point towards the middle of the mat. And down. Feel how the lower oblique works. Inhale, and with an exhale stretch upwards, creating tension along the lower side. And one more time, up and gently down. Return to a straight plank position. Stand in a straight plank and make a wave with your hips. Reach upwards. Stretch the back surface of your legs well. If your flexibility allows, you can place your heels on the floor to do a full dog, elongating the entire back line of your body. If your flexibility is limited, stay on your toes. Make the wave. Bend your elbows only slightly. Inhale and exhale. Press your hands into the floor. Stretch through each vertebra upwards. Inhale, and with a slow exhale, crawl under the small pole and exhale, imagining that you are pulling the mat towards the center with your legs. Engage your core. Create a large wave. If needed, close your eyes. This helps improve articulation, that is, the transition from one vertebra to another. When you focus too much on different points of support, it can feel like your body starts to resist the movement. When you close your eyes and focus on the wave, everything works better. You relax more, switch your attention. Now rise up and switch sides. Everything remains the same. The lower leg is extended forward or bent at the knee if needed. The upper leg is behind and both feet are placed on the sides of the mat. The hand is in the middle of the mat and the hip joint. The lower hand is also in the middle of the mat. Sink down on the exhale, stretching the side. Push on the floor and from here push forward with your hand. I transition into a side plank position, not allowing myself to arch, but rather extending and lifting through the side and beat at the back. Smoothly lower from here, but try to stay on your shoulder, not collapsing into it. Inhale at the top and with a slow exhale, it's as if you're pulling your pubic bone toward your ribs, returning. Push the mat into the side with your hand and then come back out. Lower down. One more time. Your elbow will point towards the middle of the mat and down. From here, stand in a straight plank and make a wave with your hips. Reach upwards. Stretch the back surface of your legs well. If your flexibility allows, you can place your heels on the floor to do a full dog, elongating the entire back line of your body. If your flexibility is limited, stay on your toes. Make the wave. Bend your elbows only slightly. Inhale and exhale. Press your hands into the floor. Stretch through each vertebra upwards. Inhale, and with a slow exhale, crawl under a small pole and exhale, imagining that you are pulling the mat towards the center with your legs. Engage your core. Create a large wave. If needed, close your eyes. Excellent. Let's give your hand a chance of rest. And let's take the ball again. We won't let the IBS rest. Place your feet with the soles on the ball and gently lie on your back. Place your hands behind your head, locking them. Your feet will be on the ball, elbows slightly in your field of vision. Keep the torso lying down for now. Find the center of your sacrum. Rock your pelvis forward and backward. Make sure you're lying on the center of your sacrum. And now, align the top of your pelvis and the lower part of your lower ribs on the floor. Not at the lower back, but specifically the lower part of the chest. Ensure that it's securely in place. Now, on the exhale, without changing the position of your lower back, extend your legs along the ball so that your back does not arch. If your back arches, it means you need to keep your legs slightly bent in position where your back can still remain straight. Here, you will feel your IBS working. And now from here on the exhale, we will lift the chest, look at your feet and then bend your knees back towards you. Extend your legs, look at them. Extend your legs, look at them, and gently twist, leaving the lower part of your chest on the floor. In other words, not arching but remaining lying down. Again, exhale, inhale into the back. Exhale, bring your legs towards you. Inhale into your back, a small, short, shallow inhale. Exhale to lengthen the legs and gently twist with a soft inhale. Exhale again. Bring your legs towards you. Use your hands to lift your head upward. Straighten your legs and lie down. Your goal is to reach up through your triceps and elbows toward the ceiling that with lifting up. Not forward, but specifically upward. From here, it has your legs extending from your ribs. The lower and back ribs remain lying down, and your arm twist and lie down. In other words, your ABS don't have a phase right now where you are fully relaxed. Now you can move the ball to the side. Place one leg straight. Take the other under the knee like this. Exhale now. We will slightly support the leg and through around its spine, rise up and sit towards the leg. It's the tree pose exercise. You ascend like climbing a tree and smoothly descend back down. Here, the step-by-step movement of the spine is essential. I lift my head, I lift my shoulder blades and further minimally holding onto the leg I ascend. If you have enough flexibility and hip elasticity, you can perform this exercise with a fully straight leg and even with a pointed foot. There is also the option to do it without supporting the leg. The leg remains and we stretch out with our heel and ascend. We also smoothly descend. I showed simpler variations earlier. The leg is bent and the hands help in moving upward. As we ascend, we place each vertebra starting from the lumbar area first. Inhale and exhale are important so you can feel that your spine segments are replacing each other. We switch legs, they detach smoothly. There should be no feeling that the entire section of the spine moves in one motion. If it does, it's better to hold onto the leg with your hands, hang in the position a bit, suck further but distinctly separate the vertebrae. We lie down, exhale. We rise up and smoothly descend. If your flexibility allows it, strengthen the leg upward and you can let go of your hands. Here we arrange each vertebra and with the exhale aim upwards, including the lumbar area. We move away every segment of the spine and smoothly every. One last time we raise up. And let's finish here. Now transition to the position. Again, on all fours, half plank. The legs will stay with toes tucked under, like in a plank, hands far forward. Our task now is to straighten up. Oh, how good it feels after the previous concentration exercise. Sink your shoulder blades, sink straight into your hands. Allow the shoulders to rise. The back is entirely relaxed. The abdomen is relaxed. Inhale. On the exhale, push the floor down with your hands and pull the pelvic bone up. I can feel that the elbows are active now. Now I start pushing down into the floor with my feet and hands, with the tips of my toes and palms, and I rise up. Exhaling into plank, inhaling, pulling the chest forward with the knees touching the floor, straightening up. Again on the exhale, with the tips of toes, as if you want to sink into a soft clay floor. And again, with the gentle inhale, straightening up. Exhale once more through the outer edge of the palms. Push the floor down slightly. The entire spine slightly curves, and with inhale, I maintain the weight on the elbows and the shin, straightening the collarbones. If you feel here that you can increase the load, don't place your knees at the bottom point. Stay here. Feel that the elbows are working here too. The pelvic bone is pulling toward the floor and back up. Your task is to arch as much as you can by engaging your abdominal muscles and not feeling discomfort in the lower back. Still moving back. Good. I know it wasn't easy, but it's necessary. Now let's get into a plank position and we will perform a cross step. Shift your weight to one leg. Move the lower leg forward. Inhale, exhale. Place your hand down and the same leg that was at the bottom, bring it forward, placing your foot on your knee, extending into a side plank. Stand with your hand, push the mat. Place your hand carefully. Again, the legs comes from the bottom. Inhale, exhale. The leg bends, rising the knee with your foot and extend upwards. It's better to keep your gaze on the mat. Maintain the position. Feel your neck is extended and your shoulders are relaxed. Extend the leg. Inhale. Change the position again. Push the mat away from you with your hand. Find balance. Carefully lower down. Move away and prepare to do the same in the other direction. Stand up straight. The other leg comes from the bottom and goes forward. At same point, I stay on 2 points for support. Exhale, inhale, engage your ribs, place your hand down on the exhale and pivot. Shift your weight to the same side, hand and leg, extend upward. That's the position. Push the mat away with your hand, extend your leg, keep your elbow soft without locking it. Exhale, inhale. A complex exercise, I agree. No one promised it would be easy. Here we're working on stability and interrogating many small nuances that we've been practicing for a long time. Exhale, inhale. Place your hand and pivot. Move away, lower down. That's great. I hope your arms held up. Grab the ball. Lie on your back again with the ball. Start by lying on your shoulder blades as usual. Place your hands behind your head. Lift both legs up. Bend at the knees. From here, we will inhale and push the ball with one leg as it was a wall with the chest. Extend And on the exhale, connect the torso and return to the starting position. Inhale, push the imaginary wall with one leg, pivot around a soap bubble with your torso. The movement will be slow and with a small range. Your task is to extend as much as you feel without pressing your back into the ball, but staying as if you are hovering about it. Inhale, exhale, gather yourself. Oh, I'm shaking. I don't know how you're doing, but my muscles are tired. Exhale, gather, inhale, and exhale, gather yourself. Place the ball onto your lower back, right under your sacrum. Sit in this position. Place your hands in front of you, legs on the floor as if holding an object in your hands. The ball is large. Tilt your lower back down and then bring it back up. Your task is to curve your spine around the ball and then push it back with your back and stand up. You can place your hands on your shoulders for an easier version. Try to put it with your lower back into the ball. Soft, shallow inhale and push with your back. The ball, exhale, once more, move back and up, exhale. Let's finish nicely. Take the ball between your knees. Lie on your back, hands to the side, palms down. Rotate your knees to one side, your head, and your arms to the other. You can extend your arms. Stretch sideways and smoothly. Return to the other side. Your knee fits nicely on the ball. Extend your arms as an extension of your body. Exhale to bring both shoulders blades to the floor, then your chest and your lower back. Change sides again. Gently spiral inward. Enjoy the fact that we have finally begun some light exercise. With your hands, grab yourself, knees from above, lift your chest and roll forward, and from here we will roll. I round it back so that the distance between your thigh and abdomen remains unchanged. Move back, turn forward. If you feel it's working, release your hands without changing the distance between your abdomen. And 5. I hope you managed this control. You had enough of it. And in general, I'm waiting for your comments. Goodbye for today. Goodbye.